there, Cosmic Warriors, and welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, my name is Hannah. I am a Western Practical Astrologer. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be exploring Virgo relationships. Stay tuned because we are going to get into it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and click the bell. And if you are interested in booking a reading with me, then you can visit my website, hannahselsewhere.com. There you can also find my astrology products. And I also want to say thank you so much to my patrons over at Patreon for all of your support. If you would like to join the Patreon, then you can do so. As always, I hope you find this video to be helpful. Let's do this. Alright, so the information in this video can be applied to romantic relationships, friendships, parenting, family, and so on. Watch then for your rising, your sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. If any of these planets are in Virgo in your chart, see how the information resonates. Also, make sure to check out my aspect series for more information on the energy flow between the signs. Virgo relationships. When you're with other Virgos, meaning if they have Virgo planets or if their Virgo planets fall within your first house, you can talk and talk for hours. You'll intellectually challenge one another, and there is that curiosity there. A lot can be learned from your individual perspectives. You might also share your tips and your tricks and what's really worked for you both individually. Providing practical advice is also likely. And you may also be very good at listening to one another. Perhaps you feel seen by other Virgos, like they actually hear you and value your input. However, being a know-it-all can happen, as if you're trying to outsmart one another or like you must both be correct. There could also be some nervous energy there. Do be cautious of being perfectionistic and cranky. Still, you learn from your routines, your habits, how you both fix things, how you both approach the world in your own ways. You both have your own way of doing things, essentially, and one isn't better than the other. Virgo-Libra relationships. When you're with Libra, meaning if they have Libra planets or if their Libra planets fall within your second house, you feel you need to be fair and balanced and diplomatic. You also come to see the grey a great deal rather than seeing things in a very black and white way. Your Libra friend, lover, colleague, partner will encourage you to be thoughtful, to be tasteful, tactful, especially when it comes to financial and security matters. However, tension can arise if Libra is too indecisive or vain, or if you're too picky and fault-finding, Virgo. Libra teaches you the importance of valuing social grace and cooperation, whilst also sharing your skills with elegance. Libra says, make it beautiful. You eventually do grow into your Libra traits of charm, teamwork, and being negotiable later on in life. You come to truly value these qualities. Virgo-Scorpio relationships. When you're with Scorpio, meaning if they have Scorpio planets or if their Scorpio planets fall within your third house, they get you diving deeper into conversations. They get you reading between the lines. You'll enjoy discussing the occult, taboo subjects, mysterious subjects together. The types of conversations you have tend to be perceptive and penetrating. Perhaps you grew up with Scorpio siblings or cousins, or your school friends had Scorpio placements. However, while Scorpio can bring profound and thought-provoking information to the surface. It's important not to engage in power plays when conversing either. Trying to dominate the conversation is also likely. Still, Scorpio teaches you the importance of being an investigative communicator and learner and researcher. You may grow into your Scorpio traits later on in life, where you possess this determined, focused mind. Virgo-Sagittarius. When you're with Sagittarius, meaning if they have Sagittarius planets or if their Sagittarius planets fall within your 4th house, well, you might feel irritated or right at home. It really depends on how you perceived your parents growing up. Maybe one of your parents has or had Sagittarius placements, or you grew up in a loud, preachy, or pretty frank, a rather blunt family. Sagittarius encourages you to be open-minded, optimistic, and freedom-loving, though. There's something quite hopeful Sagittarius brings to your emotional world. After all, at your core, Virgo, you're philosophical, you're aspirational too, but you tend to keep these qualities quite private. Sagittarius still reminds you to tap into your bigger picture vision. Belief system clashes are likely, though, I would say that. And there could also be clashes when it comes to the bigger picture versus details. Overall, though, it is Sagittarius that reminds you of the qualities within yourself that are wise and benevolent. Virgo-Capricorn. When you're with Capricorn, meaning if they have Capricorn planets or if their Capricorn planets fall in your 5th house, you feel determined and dedicated. You'll be controlled and concerned. You'll feel a stronger push to be responsible, to be mature, to think things through, to be gradual. Maybe your romantic/sexual partners have Capricorn placements, or you get on really well with Capricorn types. You can enjoy things together and let out your fun side around each other, responsibly perhaps still. However, whilst Capricorn can be reliable, respectable, and patient, be cautious of the standards that you set, the pressures that you can sort of add on one another, perfectionistic tendencies, this type of stuff. You both can be all work and no play at times. Allow for some spontaneity. Still, even saying that doesn't sound very spontaneous. Yeah, still, Capricorn teaches you to be realistic when it comes to your ego, either directly or indirectly. Through Capricorn, you come to learn about your inner child blockages. Virgo-Aquarius. When you're with Aquarius, meaning if they have Aquarius planets or if their Aquarius planets fall within your 6th house, you tend to let out your erratic behaviors, your eccentric behaviors. Aquarius reminds you of how chaotic daily life can be. Aquarius brings sudden change and experimentation to your everyday life, which can be quite exciting. You tend to be non-traditional when it comes to your chosen occupation, and Aquarius types, they can relate to this, right? Or it's that you can bond over that in a way. Maybe people you work with have Aquarius placements, or your workplace is full of innovative and friendly people. However, it may also feel like you must keep up with the surprising changes and group members. Still, Aquarius teaches you to be reforming. Through Aquarius, you learn to think outside of the box when it comes to your efforts. You connect with like-minded people when it comes to your routines and schedules, and you refine your skills of reason. Virgo-Pisces. When you're with Pisces, meaning if they have Pisces planets or if their Pisces planets fall within your 7th house, you feel this strange need to just let go, go with the flow, not really care about time, be in the moment. It's as if you can pick up on the rest and the relaxation Pisces has to offer, but you can also be a little bit like, oh, I don't know, because you can be so orderly. Still, you may get into relationships with people who display these qualities, or qualities of gentleness, kindness, serenity. They can be quite flowy, artistic. They can be compassionate, literally Pisces at times. Approaching your relationships in a go with the flow way is, of course, also likely, or where you wear these rose-colored glasses. But you see, the fluidity mirror will break at some point, because you do tend to be much more type A than type B. Virgo, Pisces may push your buttons, but they can also reflect your own confusing and vague behaviors within your partnerships. Yes. Through Pisces, you learn to own your qualities of reflection, transcendence, and escaping reality from time to time. Virgo, Aries. When you're with Aries, meaning if they have Aries planets, or if their Aries planets fall within your 8th house, you are presented with the much deeper and darker parts of yourself. The parts of yourself which are selfish, impatient, bossy, demanding, but also the parts of you which are relentless, adventurous, and courageous. When you are presented with these qualities through Aries types, you might insist that you are not like this, or you might insult them, or you might pick them apart, or you could transform through your experience. Aries encourages you, you see, to stand up for yourself and to put yourself first, to be selfish, actually, Virgo, yeah. After all, underneath the surface, you're independent, you're pioneering, but you subconsciously learn to hide these parts of yourself and to instead be well-mannered, be polite, put together. Indeed, through Aries, you learn profound lessons about your inner strength and power. Virgo, Taurus. When you're with Taurus, meaning if they have Taurus planets, or if their Taurus planets fall within your 9th house, you feel comfortable and calm. You feel like you can share your knowledge and your teachings practically, steadily, gradually. You don't feel like you need to rush, really. Taurus also gets you being grounded and reliable when it comes to your worldviews. You can be patient, you can be intentional when exploring the bigger picture. And when you're aligned with your higher self, you are careful, you're kind, very committed. Taurus shows up and gets you moving from your head right into your body. Yes, the meaning of life here then involves sensuality and pleasure for you. You also come to recognize how your philosophical, your philosophies and your beliefs, how they are realistic, how they are rooted within reality. But do be cautious of resisting, because you and Taurus may refuse to listen. Still, Taurus teaches you to listen to your body when it comes to your morals and to share your truth thoroughly. Virgo, Gemini. When you're with Gemini, meaning if they have Gemini planets, or if their Gemini planets fall within your 10th house, you feel clever and witty, especially when it comes to your purpose and your career. You realize the importance of using communication and mindset to get ahead. Perhaps your manager or your boss or a parental figure has or had Gemini placements, or you look to them as an expert, a mentor, a professional of some kind. Now, on the other hand, it's also likely that too many opinions from Gemini can bother you. You think your way is better, and then it can also feel like you're just being bombarded with so much. You, of course, need that time to properly sit with information slowly to process it. Whilst you are both intellectual, you focus, Virgo, more on the details, like the specifics. Both of you are detail oriented, but you're very specific. It needs to be correct, right? You pick information apart more, and you want to see how it can be applied practically. Still, you seek a profession that is flexible, where you can be adaptable. And Gemini can be this great mentor then in your life. Gemini teaches you to work smarter, not harder. And things like networking and bridging connections can be useful for you professionally. Through Gemini, you see the importance of being curious and entertaining. Virgo-Cancer. When you're with Cancer, meaning if they have Cancer planets or if their Cancer planets fall within your 11th house, you feel like they care about your future aims. They want to support you. For these reasons, you might feel comforted by Cancerians. This creates safety, it creates emotional security, this bond as well. Cancer reminds you too that your needs matter. Your needs really do matter. They also encourage you to be determined and tenacious. Perhaps you have Cancerian friends in your life, or you run into people who are motherly or nurturing in social circles. But you see, Cancer also teaches you about non-conforming ideas to do with care, support, and compassion. In direct or indirect ways, you learn through Cancer that there is no one way to be a caregiver. There is no one way to do business either. And if or when you can feel Cancer being too clingy or smothering, you'll either retreat or you will emotionally react. Still, Cancer does teach you a lot about how to be tenacious. Lastly, Virgo-Leo. When you're with Leo, meaning if they have Leo planets or if their Leo planets fall within your 12th house, you can be honest and loyal towards one another. You can both display qualities of warmth and generosity. Leo will also applaud you for your creativity. They'll remind you of your own self-assurance and confidence. Leo can sense the expressive and the dramatic and the playful childlike qualities within yourself. They'll also encourage you to see the positive parts of yourself. They will be loving, they'll be heartfelt. However, it is also likely that Leo's flamboyant, look at me energy can agitate you at times. That type of behavior can really annoy you. It can also bother you if or when Leo expects praise without putting in the necessary work. Being judgmental, however, and overly painstaking usually does not sit well with Leo either. Still, Leo teaches you to be lively and animated. Through Leo, you discover the parts of yourself which are appreciative and complimentary. Okay then, Cosmic Warriors, so that concludes my video talking all about Virgo relationships with all 12 signs. Please let me know if you found this video to be helpful. Did you learn something new? I would really appreciate your feedback, and like you, I am always learning. Again, thank you so much to my patrons over at Patreon for all of your support. With all of that being said, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and of course if you would like to see more videos from myself and you have not yet subscribed, then make sure that you click that subscribe button and also give this video a like if you did like it today, and I will be back with another video very soon. Bye!